Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to share what I've made for the Smash Our Stash collab that's hosted by Beth, who's Bourbon Creek Crafts. And each month there is a particular item that we are supposed to use. It's normally like some type of item that we will have an abundance of in our stash, or maybe it's something that we have forgotten about and haven't touched in a long time and pulled out and used. Now for the month of April, it was a free choice. So that meant we can use anything that we want to. Now for this month, my daughter actually pulled out these butterfly stickers. They're from Crafters Square, and that's of course Dollar Tree. I've had them for a while, so it was nice to use them. There's 15 on the package. I hadn't touched any of them, so I made 15 cards. So that is packaging that I can throw away now. So I did empty that up. And also from Dollar Tree, these are from a long time ago, several years. These gold foil sentiment stickers. I actually had 2 sheets of them. I just stuck this in the back. They don't stick the greatest on this backing paper. I had used a lot from this one sheet. And so when I used up the ones that I wanted to use on these cards, I actually pulled out this package, which had an unused sheet. And I did pull out some from this one. But still a lot of words left to be used on other projects. And then for the cards, I started out using 4 by 5.5 inch already made card bases from Hobby Lobby. I made 3 cards. And then I had counted what was remaining in the package. It wasn't going to be enough to do 15. So I made a quick Hobby Lobby run. And I found some other cards that were 3.5 by 4 and I think it's 7/8. It's just under 5 inches. So a little bit smaller. And I really liked the small size. So I ended up only making 3 of the like more or less A2 size. And then I made 12 of these smaller cards. And then for the paper here, I pulled out a little paper pack from Hobby Lobby that I had gotten years ago called Chloe Lane. And it says premium cardstock, and it has all these really pretty designs. And I'll just do a quick little flip through. Lots of florals, polka dots, flowers, and I love this one right here, paisley. Just really pretty colors, and like hot pink, lime green, sort of a light turquoise, and this mustardy yellow here. All my favorite colors, more like sort of neon almost in this design here. So I just pulled out paper out of that and then used just cardstock for my stash. And what I did is I took the pattern paper and held it against on the paper trimmer, loaded it like with the long side down and sliced it right in half. And those little panels fit perfectly on these cards. Now I did have to trim it barely for the smaller cards, and I did do a little bit of a different design. On these big cards, I used a larger piece of cardstock as like a mat. And then I matted the smaller panel piece with white, and then just put the little sticker down here, the word sentiment, with the butterfly. And so I kind of like having all of this like empty up here and just having a little tiny focal design in the bottom corner. I think it turned out really, really cute. And the insides are blank to just write like a little note or something. The next one is pretty much the same because I did 2 of each in the same pattern paper except for the last card because I had 15 butterflies, so I only did 1 in one of the patterns. So here again, this just looks like the other card, just a different sentiment. This is a really pretty pattern. I love that hot pink background with the white and sort of lime green daisies. And then just use this Best Day Ever sentiment. And again, I used the back, or the backing color of the green here. And so we're going to get down to the smaller ones. And I just matted the pattern paper with some of the solid cardstock instead of doing almost like two panels, like the two panel look where you have the white and the green and the white and then the pattern. I just did the white and then the colored cardstock and that pattern. And also turned them, instead of having them that way, turned them that way. And so the rest of the cards are of this size here. And again, I said that was, I think, 3.5. It's 3.5 this way by 4 7/8 that way. So just a little bit smaller than an A2. Now I love this size of card. I think it's adorable. It makes a cute little fun note card to give to somebody. And then here's this one with that pretty brown with these flowers and all the pretty, like the multicolored centers in it. I think that's absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favorite prints in that paper pad. And just went with the smile sticker and of course the little butterfly. I think this is just a real simple little layout. And these cards went together super quick once I decided exactly what I was going to do. And again, this one is just like the last one. And then there's two in this sort of a pink, to me it reminds me a little bit of Argyle. I'm not sure if that's exactly correct, but that's just what it kind of reminds me of. And then I just went with another shade of like pink for the background. And just has Darling and then Well Done. So I thought those two are really cute. And then these two have like a sort of this vine looking pattern with all the bright colors. And then Hooray and Good Luck for these two. There's those two. And this one, I absolutely love this pattern as well, with the light blue background and then the little white daisies with the green centers. Well, I think they were green on the other one that had the pink background. But I just love this pattern because daisy is one of my favorite flowers. And then You're the Best and Happy Day for these two sentiments. And it doesn't really look like it, but that's actually an exclamation point there at the end of the sentiments. So there's those two. Turned out really, really cute. And then these two are with that one of the paisley prints from the pad. And it's sort of like a dark brown background and all the collars in these little paisley designs. And just went with One of a Kind and Be Happy. And then sort of like a hot pink cardstock for the background. And then here's the one by itself. Just went with this sort of a very pale polka dot on this sort of turquoise blue, and went with the blue for the background since I already had some of the blue from other cards. Now the cardstock itself, I did cut into a few sheets of whole, like 12 by 12, but so I did have to use some of that. It wasn't like scraps. I didn't have any scraps that were big enough to use for these cards. But it didn't make like a whole lot of leftovers. As far as little tiny scraps, I've got like this. So it's not too bad. And then I still have big enough pieces of the cardstock to use for other cards. And then just went with Fantastic. So there are a quick 15 cards for the Smash Our Stash collab for the month of April. And I'll have everyone linked below who is also participating. All of their channel links will be down in the description. And also, okay, I just completely lost my train of thought. Just go check out their channels and give them some love. And I want to thank you all for stopping by and checking out this video. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.